Hey there, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Danielle. I am a graphic designer, illustrator, and the founder of Zuri Dre. And today we are working on some photos. So I have a new product coming out later this year. Ideally, it would have been great if this product came out earlier in the year, ideally in the spring season, but it is what it is. You do what you do what you can, especially when you're a small business owner and you're a team of one. Anyways, so I have a new product coming out. It's the planter, or that face that you see in the background actually. So this is based off of my character Dre from my brand Zuri Dre. And so because this product is something very new for me in the sense of I've never done anything that's ceramic before in relation to products that I offer or sell. I sell plushies, I sell cushions, stationery, prints, calendars, home decor, all that fun stuff. So I've sold home decor before, but this is definitely something new, and I've never sold anything that's made out of ceramic. So with that in mind, and because I also want to potentially have this in retail outlets, I need to design the packaging. And the packaging, since it's something different, is not just going to be a hang tag or a label or a sticker. It's a full-on box. Now, as I mentioned, I am a graphic designer and I have worked on packaging design before, but it's just so different when you have to work on it yourself. If you're a designer, an illustrator, or an artist, you know working on stuff for yourself is always harder than working on client or friends' work or family work. So this photography setup, courtesy of this foldable little cube thingy, this is what I'm going to use in order to take pictures so I can have the picture for the packaging. Now the packaging design isn't finalized yet, even as I'm recording this, because again, it's harder to work on your own stuff, but we'll get there. So this is the planter, and this is what we need to photograph. So you're going to see me moving things around, testing out the lighting. This little cube thing that's like collapsible, foldable, actually comes with a built-in like LED strip. And so you can adjust the brightness to a certain extent, pretty much just plug in and play type of thing. And so I'm using this cube because I really don't have any other options. And I'm trying to see if covering the light is better, if hiding it is better. I'm adding paper, of course, white or light colored items would reflect the light, maybe diffuse the light a little bit. So I'm trying to use my basic photography skills to see if anything I add or change to the little cube would help. And it didn't really help, but you know what? We try. It's so cool that in this day and age, like we have access to everything. Of course, there's pros and cons to that in and of itself, but we won't get into all those details. But the idea that I can purchase this online, have it delivered to me, and essentially create a whole mini photo shoot in my office, in my apartment, that would then translate to the final images as long as they look decent enough, of course. And those images being printed on a box, my idea of the planter being put into that same box, and that box eventually being in retail outlets on shelves. So it's crazy what you can do when you put your mind to it. And of course, like, it's a privilege to be able to do this, and I'll never take this for granted, but it's definitely a struggle nonetheless. I realized that keeping the planter a little bit elevated was a lot better because I wanted to be able to see the base of the planter, since I'm doing more of a like eye level shot with this. And I'm still going to test out the pages and the papers and the light reflections and the diffusing or lack thereof to see if it works. But we get there eventually, I promise. the reason why I'm doing this photo shoot myself is really just budget. I don't have the budget to get the photos done professionally, and I will be getting some photos professionally done for the website, but I figured I could use my basic photography skills accompanied with my design and editing and photo editing skills and make something decent that I think would work well enough. So I actually had to use the camera that I'm recording this vlog on to take the majority of the pictures, but I also wanted to make sure I took some shots with my phone. I have the iPhone XS Max, I think it's called. I can't remember. It's essentially the iPhone 10, like the biggest version of that model. So it's a few years old, but it works. It does the job. So I wanted to make sure I took some shots on the phone in like portrait mode and in different modes to see if after taking these shots, maybe the lighting was a bit better, or maybe the contrast or the separation between the background and the planter worked better. Point is, it's content, right? Like, regardless if these photos ended up being the ones I used for the packaging, I also had the photos to use for social media posts or reels, because I do end up taking pictures and videos in the vertical and the horizontal format eventually. One thing I'm a big advocate for is the idea of doing it yourself if you can, as much as you possibly can, until you can eventually afford to get a professional to do it. And you're always going to understand things so much more and appreciate it so much more when you get it done professionally when you've done it yourself, when you know the basics, at least the ins and outs of trying it yourself and seeing how it works, how it's going, and realizing the amount of time, effort, and energy it takes just to get one single image. So if you can, if you have the patience to, try it yourself, even if it's just with your phone, even if it's with your friend's phone, your mom's phone, your dad's phone. Try it yourself first, use what you have, and see what you can do with that. And then from there, as you grow, as you get better, as you do better, as you increase your income for your business, you'll be able to have the possibilities and the budget to then outsource the work. But 100% try it first yourself, so you really can appreciate and understand what all these professionals are doing for you and with you when it comes to your brand. And here is a look at the final image. What do we think? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, guys.